Hello, everybody, and welcome. My name is Barbara Moore, and I am many things. I am a lover of tarot. I have written books about tarot. I've created decks. I am the acquisitions editor for Llewellyn Worldwide, and I've taught classes and workshops and led retreats all over the world. What fun! And now I'm here doing a thing called Wild Mystics with my good friend. Charles
Hey, I'm Charles
Harrington.
Harrington, and I like tarot. I've been a student of the tarot for more years than I'm willing to say on camera, and I'm a tarot author just a little bit, and a big fan of exploring all of the wild and weird things you can do with 78 tarot cards.
Okay,
And
yeah.
Barbara, how did we get started on this weird journey?
How did we get started on? Well, first, should we maybe lay a foundation with an actual dictionary definition?
Oh,
You
absolutely.
have one
Okay, I can
handy.
handle that. I just so happen to have at my side a definition for the word mystic. So, according to whatever Google search that was that day, a mystic is a person who seeks by contemplation and self surrender to obtain unity with or absorption into the deity or the absolute, or who believes in the spiritual apprehension of truths that are beyond the intellect.
Woo
Which
woo.
sounds kind of fancy.
Yeah. So, right. So mystics. So that's cool. But the big question people might be wondering is why wild mystics? What's
Why
that?
wild mystics, Barbara?
What are wild
Why?
mystics?
Yes.
We are wild mystics. So, yeah, but we may not look like wild mystics. And that is kind of how we started this journey. We started thinking about the idea of wildness and abandonment and how in our circles there are some kind of preconceived ideas of what that might look like. You know, dancing around a bonfire or being in a drum circle or, just these ideas that we have when we think of people who are wild and without any inhibitions. And we didn't fit those images very well. Um, but we were also getting super interested in this whole discussion of what it means to be a mystic and how can we be mystics. And that started for us back in 2020 when we started studying fate and destiny. Do you remember that? And
Do
then
remember that. We were all trapped at home and had nothing better to do than drink a lot and study fate and destiny.
we did, and then we started thinking about what it means to be an oracle, because when you do a tarot reading, you are in the role of oracle. So we were like, what does that mean, and how is that different from just doing a reading? Is it different? Whatever. Which led us to being, what kind of mystic are we? How do we embody this so that we can be a better oracle? So we, as with everything with us, it usually comes back to tarot, which is kind of cool. So yeah, so wild mystics, people who want to approach their journey of the invisible in a way that feels authentic to themselves and gets them where they want to be. Um, and so I think you have some ideas on this as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So, like you said, there's an idea that like wild must mean bananas and crazy and all that. But to me, as we've explored this, I feel the most wild when I'm doing what seems right to me in the moment and not concerned about the judgments of society. And um, we also, so I am a Wiccan by trade, and Wiccans have these lovely rituals that we do for the high holy days and the full moon every month. So I do the same ritual every full moon, and it is wonderful. It's a wonderful way to have a magical, mystical experience. But when you and I started pursuing this career as wild mystics, we began just trying to live sort of more directly with the mythology we were excited about. So we set ourselves different tasks, like let's join the wild hunt, let's attend the Nativity of Christ. The kind of thing people get up
Same.
to and curious.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, we did those things. And yeah, and unlike you, I don't have a set practice. So I don't have those things. And I also get sorry to say, I get a little bored when I do the same thing over and over again. So repeating rituals doesn't always get me where I want to be. And so doing these custom designed and carefully crafted experiences slash rituals that you and I have come up with have profoundly changed me at deep levels in ways that no other practices I've done have done. So I really feel like we're on to something here.
Right on.
Yeah, so I'm really glad we're sharing these ideas with people too, because others may find it useful as well.
Absolutely. So, what are you looking forward to sharing with folks in this video series that we've talked ourselves into?
Well, I'm hmm, I am looking, well, I feel like our weeks long, sometimes months long ritual unfoldings are spectacular. Not only in and of themselves, but also in the ways that you and I adapt them. Because even though we create them together, we
Mhm.
are such different people. The way we express these rituals are so different and so effective. And I also think that that would be helpful for people. So I'm excited about that, as well as many of the other things we've talked about talking about.
Yes. So, along with the rituals that we've and explorations and things that we've done, we've also just learned a lot together about how to be a better oracle, how to be a better uh, conduit for divine information. And so, I think I'm also excited for us to just share. I think a lot of what we'll be sharing is just sort of ways that we are finding that we work with tarot and other things in a more open, connected way.
Yes, in fact, I think that's what we're going to talk about next. If we want to make a little teaser for the people, we
Ooh,
have a little,
next time on The Wild Mystics.
uh-huh. Yes, learn one easy trick and tip that you can use to connect more deeply with your inner oracle.
All right. Well, I'm looking forward to that one.
Me too. So until next time, I guess this is it.
This is The Wild Mystics.
Ciao.